What have you got there?
Firewood. It's just so cool. We have 40 degrees in here. I feel like we're living in medieval times right now.
They had it better than us.
Yeah, really.
Yesterday morning, you said the famous last words of...
At least we have hot water.
And what happened yesterday night?
The hot water broke.
After you'd finished, I decided to go for a shower, and my toes were frozen. And then we realized the hot water's broke. So we literally had to hand wash you.
We love it. Oh.
Yeah, so it's only 14 degrees inside and we have no hot water. So it's really taken me back to last year when we asked them to deliver the oil and they just didn't for days and we were just freezing inside. So I'm really hoping they come out today.
They said they will try, they can't guarantee.
Great. Like, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to rely on them? Like, what? There's a rule in Germany now that you're not allowed to have a fireplace unless it's there or something like that. That you can't build fireplaces anymore.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. In most new houses.
So in new builds, you can't build fireplaces. But if the heating breaks, they will just leave you. So if you don't have a fireplace, how do you warm your house? I really don't get it. Do you have like a backup system in these new homes or
No.
you just survive?
Yeah. Last time when we started the fire in winter, it smoked the whole house out. Since then we don't have any rodents anymore.
Life has its fun ups and downs. Last week we were excited about our potential new floors and the renovations. Now this week we're just trying to survive, thinking back to how the heating company had to be towed by a tractor last year, and whether or not we would have hot water today. But if you think that's bad enough, you best get ready for the roller coaster, which is this week.
I never thought I would say this again, but I think I might have another chicken problem. So I took a photo of Hilbert's legs and I sent them to someone to diagnose what could be going wrong, and they thought that maybe I have a small case of scaly mites. Great. Yeah, I'm just covering Billy's legs in petroleum first, and then maybe I will try coconut oil to try and suffocate them. I think they are a little bit easier to get rid of. Look at me, the expert now. Because you just have to smother them and they hide under the scales and also in the bedding, so just keeping the bedding clean. This is how her legs look, and I've just given her a foot massage with some petroleum. Now I'm letting them soak up and then I'm gonna let her go, and I have to do the same with everybody. I did a lot of research online, and ivermectin is something that you can feed to chickens, but obviously it's off-label, and yeah, we're not sure if you can or can't eat the eggs. But anyway, just went to the vets, knew exactly what I needed, just needed them to, basically see him and give it to me. 135 euros. It's insane, and we literally saw people coming in with cats and dogs that were like, 80 euros, 60 euro. I didn't get the ivermectin that I wanted, ivermectin. They gave me something to put in their drinking water, which they say is for all mites.
And so that's what I did, hoping it would help kill the mites from inside the body. But just to be safe, I also flamed the houses to kill the burrowers and changed the bedding more often. And if you're worrying why my chickens look like Victorian chimney sweepers, they are covered in the oil to suffocate the mites, so naturally, everything they touch was sticking to them. And I know you're probably thinking, that's not that bad, Claudia, you'll get rid of scaly mites in no time. This bleak autumn was not suitable for the young chicks that we had, and so the very next day I had this problem.
I just washed my hair and I came out to check on the chicks because Isabella has been a little bit under the weather. She's constantly sneezing and just stands in a corner hunched over, and she won't, well, I've just thrown maggots and she literally doesn't want to eat. So it's so difficult because I love these guys. I mean, Hilbert, Billy, Miranda, I bred on my own and I raised them from chicks.
Deep, deep, deep.
I feel like I don't have enough chicken experience, but then when I do my research, there literally is not that much information out there. And obviously they had earlier this year coryza and mycoplasma, and I've had help with Sharon, and there is ways to manage the flock. You know, I was planning with these guys to keep them forever, and I didn't want to just have a small flock, but I also don't want to kill everybody and start again. And when I'm doing my research now about with Isabella, of course, she probably has a bit of a cold. The temperature dropped drastically, but the others are mycoplasma carriers. I just feel like I'm going in a constant circle. You know, and even with the vet, if I vaccinate them for coryza, they are still carriers. They may still become carriers even after having the vaccine. And if I ever dare introduce any new birds, you know, basically I always have that issue. You know, in the future, I do want to have a big flock and I do want to let them free range and I do want to interact with them and have them free here, but I'm just stumped on how I can make that possible and how to maintain their illness.
This was an issue always burrowed in my mind whenever I got a slightly sick bird, and so without wasting any time, I brought the chicks inside out of the cold and booked a call with Sharon, a well-knowledged chicken vet from the UK who I've called multiple times before for her expert advice.
I mean, managing flocks with mycoplasma, it can be done, but you just have to be aware that they will have these episodes. The first episode is usually the worst because the immune system hasn't seen it before. So the infection becomes bigger before the immune system gets a chance to respond. But then subsequent infections tend to be less severe because the immune system's already primed.
I think what was scaring me the most was this. And so after speaking to Sharon and the vet here, who was weirdly obsessed with skulls, which didn't help how I was feeling, I spent the rest of the day caring for the chicks every single hour.
But she stopped wheezing. It's completely quiet. So I think that's a good sound. I don't know why I'm quiet, I'm making tea. If this little chick pulls through, it's gonna be a miracle. So, little Poppy survived the night, which is good because I was really worried last night that when I get up this morning, she will not be with us anymore. She's still wheezing, but it looks like she can take breaths a little bit better. She doesn't quite open her mouth as wide. And this morning, when I first came down, she wasn't wheezing at all. And occasionally she will do the odd cheep, so it's definitely the right type of progress, but I'm not getting too excited. We also built the chickens outside, like a fully enclosed outdoor space, so that blocks all the wind out and keeps them warmer. Yesterday I literally thought she was gonna die, and now I can't believe that she's sat here breathing normally. It's just insane to me. That's real progress. I'm still gonna do the call with Sharon because I feel like this is a very urgent healthcare thing. Like, if you are a few days too late, it's lethal. So I still really want Sharon's input on how to manage this full time, but she's been great over message, and I think without her support I would have just imploded with stress. I'm like a first-time mother.
And over in bee world, things were also taking a turn.
And also, yeah, down there.
Have you looked at this one? I think this one, it looks like it's quite moldy where they are in this corner.
Which one? This one here?
This, oh, sorry, it just bounced off me. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's more on this side there. Look down there. It's like it was literally dripping off the roof. So I'm not sure what to do.
You think they don't get enough airflow?
The thing is, I changed the whole hive. They do have holes in the ground now, and the part that they don't use is where the entrance is, so that they do have some airflow there.
The other ones?
Same with these ones.
The other ones are okay.
The other ones are fine, yeah. They are a lot better always, the new ones. It says a little bit of mold is okay, especially along the walls. That's quite normal. But one problem is that, show you. One problem is that they have too much space here, and they can't really keep that space dry. So it says to build like a wall in between that also helps them for the insulation, that they don't really have to keep the empty space dry and warm. And then also, I should also try to make it like slightly angled, pointing down with the entrance so that the water can flow out. Some months ago I've split the hives, so I made 2 hives out of 1, and they haven't really had the chance to build all the new frames and combs again. And now that they have to start preparing for winter soon, they won't really start building a lot of new frames. So what I've just did is I've just built 2 of these separating walls for both hives. I made sure that they are quite tight and sealed and insulated, because I thought the humidity comes from warm air hitting cold air, and if it's well insulated there can't really be any airflow. So I really hope that will help the bees. What I'll also do is I will change the boxes around the hive, because I do have enough of them, and I do think I don't really have to give them the moldy ones anymore, especially if there's quite some moisture inside now. So they get new boxes with a separating wall, and then hopefully that problem is solved.
So Max started on the switcheroo, hoping the new layout would help the bees recover before they switched off for winter time. Mold can happen in a small hive because of them not being able to generate enough heat or worker power to clean the large space. And so this was another great learning curve of how to help these magnificent little creatures.
Now when I put the lid on, then it's pretty well sealed here. And they have a lot more, they can manage their space now a lot better when it comes to humidity. I do really hope that solves the issue now with the mold and the humidity, and that they can just get well through winter.
Back in Chicken World, the chicks were bright enough to go outside for a couple of hours a day.
This is, I think, day 3 now that they've been in the house, and it's so good for me to see that they are wanting to eat, they are bright. They now speak to me when I open the door in the conservatory to come and see them. They instantly bark at me, they look at me, it's just really good to see them start to act like chickens again. They want to eat everything. I'm just watching them literally make normal chicken decisions, but it's so good.
So once we were confident they were fully better, it was time to sneak them in with the others.
Who have you got? You're hiding her. Isabella?
I thought if they don't even see them.
Seems that Mom is just a foot warmer. Go! Be free!
This week has been all about the saying, you can't have a rainbow without a little rain. It has been incredibly stressful and at times soul-destroying to watch animals suffer when they're so innocent. But through every challenge we've both learned even more than we expected. It's a reminder that even at the hardest moments, there's always something valuable to take away. You can find a little good amongst the bad, and those lessons make us stronger